So we're making salmon today. Start by preheating your oven to 400 degrees. So the salmon I'm using, we go to the store and we get about a pound of salmon for 2 of us. Now that means 8-ounce portions. Normally you do a 4-ounce portion, but since salmon is so good for you and so high in omega-3 fatty acids, who cares if you get a little bit extra? So you're gonna wanna make sure that your portion sizes are very similar. That way they cook evenly in the oven. You'll constantly be waiting on one to be done and the other will be burnt. So give your salmon some space. You wanna make sure that the heat can get all the way around it. I'm on a 13 by 9 pan with a sill pad. The sill pad acts as kind of an insulator and it's non-stick, so you can burn anything on it that you want. Here's that nice little B-roll of that salmon. Let's talk ingredients. So this is a cinnamon honey glazed salmon. It's really sweet, it's got a little spicy, and my favorite salt. I think I oversalt everything. So if you cut the salt back in this recipe, you're good to go. So what we're gonna do is put about half teaspoons of cinnamon and nutmeg, salt, pepper, and cayenne pepper. Sprinkle that on top. And this is about for 2 portions. You can use more or less depending on your flavor and what you really want to taste. I like mine a little spicy, so I go a little bit more on the cayenne pepper than I probably should. Rub that in. It's gonna be really good if you get it all over your salmon. Don't worry about doing the bottom. You won't have anything to do with that. You won't eat it, just throw it out. Here's a quick side dish for you. We're gonna do asparagus. Almost every single time we make this salmon, we do it with asparagus. It pairs with it greatly, and asparagus is just a really great vegetable. So the asparagus is really simple. All you've got to do is cut off the bottom inch or so. That's going to be really stocky, and it's just not chewy. It's not good. So it's best to cut off that ½ inch. You can compost it, you can throw it out, you can feed it to your little bunny if you have a pet bunny. So throw your cut asparagus in a 13 by 9 pan. Throw your favorite cooking oil on it. We use avocado oil. It has no flavor and a 500-degree smoke point. Salt and pepper that baby and throw it in the bottom rack of your oven. So here's that nice piece of salmon that you have in the top rack of your oven at 400 degrees preheated. What you're gonna do is keep this in there. Don't open the door to your oven for about 10 minutes. You're gonna look for a very light pale pink. It's not going to be fully cooked yet, but you're wanting to pull it out for the very next step. Here's that pale pink, almost done but not quite. What we're going to do is add the honey to this honey cinnamon salmon. You want to put about a tablespoon on there. We get local honey. It's absolutely to die for. Spend the money, get good honey. Everything else has got some kind of filler in it. Put that tablespoon on and pop it back in the oven for about 5 minutes. Here's 5 minutes in the oven after you've put the honey on. It should look like that honey is caramelized and not quite burnt, but almost. If you burn it, your salmon will taste burnt. Now is a great time to flip your asparagus since your oven door is open. She's gorgeous, isn't she? Now is the time to pull this out and your asparagus and get it plated up and ready for your meal. So here's that finished product. We've got our honey cinnamon salmon that's kind of spicy depending on how much cayenne pepper you put on it, and some delicious crisp asparagus. This meal with prep and with cooking time should take you 20 minutes tops. Give yourself 4 to 8 ounces per portion and about 6 to 10 stalks per person. And this one's just a real winner.